Hey crypto fans, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I'm going to show you how to buy crypto completely safely as a complete beginner, you guys. So if you are brand new to the channel and you enjoy the content that I create, or you think you might enjoy the content that I create, then please guys go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up because it helps me out, and why not, right? And also guys, feel free to go ahead and follow me on Twitter here as well. You can find the link to it in the description below this video. I like to talk about altcoins, NFTs, day trading strategies, all kinds of good random crypto stuff on a daily basis. So if you're into that sort of thing, you guys, you might as well go ahead and give me a follow. Alright guys, so to start this video off, you guys, the very first thing I want to start off with is we're just going to get going here, okay? I'm going to talk about a bunch of different ways to where you can safely store your crypto, how to safely store your crypto, how to safely buy crypto, and different places where you can buy crypto that are safe and stuff like that. And I'll give you some pretty good pointers here too. So, the very first thing you guys want to do, you guys, the very first tip that I have for you, I have 5 tips here that are going to help you in the long term here, okay? So the very first thing you want to do here is you want to get out a pen and a paper, okay? And the realistic thing here is you want to get a pen and paper and you want to write down all of your crypto logins, passwords, and seed phrases so that your stuff cannot be hacked by a random keyboard warrior on the other side of the world or something like that. I mean, that's the last thing we need, guys, is some random Joe Schmo at some random Joe Schmo sitting in the back of a barn, sitting with his fingers on his keyboard and just like, hacking away and whatnot and doing his thing. You don't need to be dealing with those guys. So, make sure you've got, solid backups of your passwords, seed phrases, and crypto, logins and stuff like that are crypto related. And we'll talk more about seed phrases and stuff later in this video as well, you guys. But overall, you want to make copies of this sensitive information that you wrote down, and you want to store it in safe locations, you guys. For example, store one in a hidden sock drawer or something, and then another one in a safe deposit box or something like that, you guys. This way, you guys, if your house burns down or something, then you've still got a backup in another location. I've even honestly seen some people get tattoo variations of their seed phrases tattooed on their actual body in the form of pictures and stuff like that. That's exactly how important, how important security is to some of these people, which is honestly pretty good on their part, to be honest with you. I do not blame them whatsoever, you guys. Now, guys, the ones that you make on a piece of paper, when you're writing down your stuff on a piece of paper, you want to make sure that stuff is also sealed in like a Ziploc bag or something like that, you guys. That way it'll also be safe from water damage as well, if a problem like that, ever was to arise or something like that. Now, guys, for those of you who have like cleaners or maids or something like that around your house, or just, people who like to roam around your house or something like that, and you don't want them to accidentally potentially stumble across your seed phrases or logins by accident or something, then if you're seriously considered, if you're seriously worried about something like that, then your best course of action here is going to actually be to get something like a UV pen or a UV marker with a small black light or something like that, and write your phrases and logins and stuff like that on a piece of paper with a UV pen or something. There are people who do that, quite frankly. This way, you guys, if somebody were to find it, then that piece of paper is actually going to look like a blank piece of paper with nothing on it. Now, I know this idea sounds actually really dumb, but honestly, guys, it's pretty darn smart, especially if there's a lot of money involved, and you'll definitely be thanking yourself later on for it. Now, guys, step 2 is to be aware that hackers aren't like what you probably imagine them to be, such as a single entity who magically gets passwords right on your laptop or something like that. However, guys, honestly, manually getting passwords like that is pretty old school, and most people don't do things that way. These days, you guys, what they're doing is actually called a brute force attack usually. And what this usually entails is it usually means that hackers are basically throwing entire databases of passwords at your account, pretty much in the hopes of one of those passwords, working at some point in time, hoping that you pick a generic password. So guys, as far as defense goes against these types of attacks are concerned, you should definitely be making sure that your passwords have a bunch of random letters, numbers, and special characters in them. By doing this, you guys, a bot will have a much tougher time trying to get into your account. Now, guys, If you can't think of a good password, I'm going to leave a link to this password generator in the in the links in the description below this video, so that if you guys want to create a very strong password with a bunch of random characters, numbers, letters, and again more characters, then you can, honestly, and you can pick it however long you want, 16, 18 characters. I mean, geez, some people even go to 256 characters. I mean, there's all kinds of different types of passwords you can get. Obviously, the ones with the more characters that it has, the safer you're going to be honest with you. Additionally, you guys, the other thing I want to talk about here is I would honestly highly recommend that you create a completely different password for every type of crypto account that you have. Now, I know this might seem like a hassle on the surface, but honestly, it's better to be safe rather than sorry, guys. You do not want to take any chances whatsoever of somebody being able to hack your stuff and getting into it, and all of your money's gone. That would just be terrible. Also, guys, I do want to point out that there are a lot of people who use password managers like LastPass or other types of services out there that do the same thing. And some people like to use password managers, and although they're great at what they do, you guys, I would not recommend that you use them for this type of sensitive information, especially, you guys, since these password managers are owned by centralized entities and anything can happen with their servers at any given time. You just don't know. So it's best to be able to keep your own versions of this sensitive information on your own, on your own in your own personal spaces. Next, you guys, step 3 I want to talk about would be to make sure that your computer doesn't have any crazy viruses or keyloggers installed whatsoever or anything like that. Now, you might have clicked on, as far as this is concerned, you guys, you may have potentially clicked on a questionable website in the past or something like that, maybe, and your computer may have been compromised by a keylogger or something like that, and you would honestly never know. You really would never know. To the average person, literally just the average regular person, they would never know it, honestly. And guys, if this ever happened, or if it ever does happen, a hacker could easily get into your accounts simply because they'll be able to pretty much see what you're typing on your keyboard at all times. Pretty much, that's pretty much what a keylogger is. Now, guys, if you want to be able to check your computer to see if it's currently free of any of that type of stuff, you can use a free scan by a company called Malwarebytes. I mean, there's other options out there as well, but this one's pretty nice. And you can literally just come here and download it for free. I mean, literally completely free. You don't have to pay for anything whatsoever. And I'm not trying to get you to buy anything. That's not me. I'm not that type of person. So you can come here, you can download it, and you can run a free scan for free to see if you've got any of those types of issues running, or any of those types of issues with your computer whatsoever. So guys, now we're going to move on to step 4. Okay. So step 4 is you want to make sure that your phone is secure. Okay. Everybody's got smartphones these days. Actually, not everybody. Some people do. Most people do. But you want to make sure that all your Exchange accounts, pretty much have two-factor authentication at a bare minimum, you guys. And you also want to use an authenticator app. You want an authenticator app pretty much to prevent yourself from being a victim in a SIM swap type thing, or a SIM swap type hack. Most people use Google Authenticator for this purpose, which is, obviously everybody's heard of the Google Authenticator. It is an app where you pretty much link it to the service that you're using, and in a general sense, you're just linking it to the service that you're using, and you get a secret code that only you can see. It's a 6-digit code. I think it's 6-digit. I don't remember. Yeah, 6-digit code, and then you enter it in the front end of the service that you're using, and it pretty much verifies that is you that's using it. So that's pretty much what that is. But there are other options out there. You don't have to pick Google Authenticator. There are other options out there, but most people usually probably are using the Google Authenticator, to be honest with you. So guys, now we're going to move on to step 5, okay? Step 5 would be to create a new email address that you will use just specifically for crypto stuff, okay guys? Now, more than likely, you've probably been using the same email across all kinds of different services, but you'll definitely want to separate, your emails in this case, just for crypto related stuff. I mean, it does add that extra little tiny bit of security, and you really can't go wrong with that, to be brutally honest with you. And honestly, guys, for this specific purpose, I would personally recommend Proton Mail. Proton Mail is very secure email, a very, very secure email. It's encrypted email, so you are definitely very safe. You are extremely safe to use it in comparison to something like Gmail, for example, or Outlook or something like that. So, guys, the next place, or the next thing that we're gonna talk about here is now that we've got pretty much all of those 5 steps taken care of as far as how to secure your crypto and how you should be securing your crypto and the best possible chances you have to have the most secure crypto portfolio. Next, we're gonna talk about different places where you can actually store your crypto. Okay. Now, guys, you probably think that you can just store your crypto on the exchange that you buy it from or something like that, but realistically, you don't want to be doing that, you guys. And the reason why is simply because you don't want to be doing that because the crypto that you get on an exchange really isn't actually your crypto. It's pretty much more of an IOU, and it doesn't actually become your crypto until you pull it out and put it into a wallet that you own the actual keys to. So, guys, this is why if you're going to be storing any sizable amount of cryptocurrency or anything like that, I would definitely recommend a non-custodial wallet, such as the Exodus wallet, okay? There's other wallets out there that are non-custodial as well. You don't have to use Exodus, but Exodus is very big. Exodus has been around for a long time. There are people out there who have had issues with Exodus in the past, I will say that, but 9 times out of 10, it's usually because of user error rather than anything having to do with Exodus, because Exodus itself, as a company, does not have any access to your cryptocurrency whatsoever. The keys that are behind your cryptocurrency wallets in the Exodus app are your keys. You are the only one that has access to them and nobody else. So Exodus is a very safe non-custodial wallet that you can easily, send your cryptocurrency to, which is off of an exchange. So you can send it from your exchange to a wallet like this. Or, however, guys, if you would like to take it a step further, you can also go with a hardware wallet or a physical digital wallet, such as like a Trezor or a Ledger wallet. I'm sure you guys have probably heard of them, are pretty much, physical digital wallets that hold all of your cryptocurrencies, and they are completely safe on there. The only way somebody's going to get access to them is if they know your personal seed phrases, and that is why we talked about, the best possible ways to store those seed phrases in the beginning of the video, because you want those seed phrases to stay completely safe, you guys. So guys, if you follow all of these steps, I mean, literally, if you follow all of these steps to ensure that your crypto is always safe, then, guys, you should honestly be good to go, to be honest with you. But now, guys, we're going to talk about a little bit of some of the actual ways to actually buy cryptocurrency, okay, guys? Now, guys, the best way to buy crypto will actually, it's actually going to depend on a variety of different factors here, such as, which country you're based in, the types of cryptos that you want to be buying, and, the payment option that you want to use as well. For people who are based in countries pretty much that are outside of the United States, you've got quite a few different options at your disposal. You've got, if we go here, we can look at all kinds of different exchanges. If you're not in the United States, you can use pretty much any exchange out there. There's some that you can't, but most of them that you see here, you can pretty much use. You can use Binance. Most people use Binance, Coinbase, FTX, Kraken, KuCoin, Gate.io. Obviously, we've got Bitfinex, we've got Huobi Global, we've got Crypto.com, we've got Gemini. We've got Bitstamp, all kind, Bybit, BitThumb, MEXC, LBank, Coin1, Bittrex. Guys, there's all kinds of different cryptocurrency exchanges that you can use if you're not based in the United States. Okay, guys, all kinds of different ones. But one of the more popular ones, you guys, for people who are, based in countries outside of the United States, like I said, you've got quite a few different options at your disposal. But for people who, like me, who are based in the United States, you won't be able to use the same types of services as, people who are outside of the United States, which kind of sucks, because it sucks that, the United States has to segregate themselves from everybody else, which is just ridiculous in my personal opinion. Crypto is supposed to be a worldwide thing, not a segregated type thing, so that's what kind of sucks about it. So guys, but for people in the United States, your best on-ramps to buying crypto will honestly be on a centralized exchange, such as, Coinbase, which if you want to use Coinbase, you can find a link to it in the description below this video. Coinbase is very easy to use, or guys, you can also use Binance.us as well. Binance.us is pretty much it's Binance. It's the Binance exchange, but it's pretty much the US version. It's for you people in the United States. But as you can see here, it's not as popular, and it doesn't have as much volume as, your typical Coinbase exchange. So most people are using Coinbase in the United States. In addition to Coinbase, you guys, if Coinbase doesn't have the coins or tokens that you're looking for, you can also use FTX.us. You can also use KuCoin, KuCoin is actually currently building an exchange just for United States people. And Gate.io is making an exchange just for United States people called Gate.us. KuCoin, I don't think they've started anything like that yet, but you can use KuCoin if you're in the United States as well. You can also use Gemini too. You can also use Uphold also, but Uphold kind of sucks. I personally wouldn't use it. Their UI is absolutely terrible, especially for beginners. It's very confusing. But personally, you guys, I would honestly stick with either Coinbase or Binance. And like I said, there's a link in the description for Coinbase if you want to check out Coinbase and use Coinbase. However, guys, anyway, regardless of whichever country that you are, regardless of whichever country you're from or which exchange, you're going to be using to buy your crypto, you're going to want to immediately send that crypto to your hardware wallet, like your Trezor wallet or your hardware wallet or your Trezor wallet or your Ledger wallet, or your Exodus wallet, you guys. You're going to want to do that right away. Now, guys, let's say you've got a specific coin that you want to buy that you've heard about from someone, but you don't know where to buy it, okay? If you're one of those people, you can simply head over to, services or websites like CoinMarketCap right here, coinmarketcap.com, or a website like CoinGecko, coingecko.com. And you can simply just search for the coin, and it should tell you about it should tell you on the coin's page where where that specific coin is currently available to be traded and where you can currently buy it, you guys. So I'll do an example here real quick. Let's say you want to find a coin that you heard about from your grandma called XYZ coin, okay? Which there actually is a coin called XYZ coin. You'll literally just come to this search box right here. You'll just type in XYZ. And obviously we can see there's two different coins called with, XYZ, okay? So you'll literally just click it, universe.xyz, whatever, and it will tell you, if you scroll down, it will tell you where it's available to buy. Clearly, right here, universe.xyz markets. You can buy it on SushiSwap, you can buy it on MEXC or BKX, okay? These are all the different places where you can buy this coin. And you can do that with literally any coin, you guys. We'll just go to Bitcoin real quick for a quick example. Bitcoin, we'll go scroll all the way to the bottom, and it lists all of the main big exchanges where it's offered. I mean, obviously you can buy Bitcoin at way more places than this, but these are the most popular, which is why they only list, these top ones, and they go based off of, I think they go pretty much based off of overall volume. That's what it seems like here, because Binance right here has the most volume of BTC USDT. So I think it goes off of that. I could be wrong though. But overall, you guys, to wrap all of this up, you want to just make sure that your crypto is completely secure at all times, and that, pretty much all of your sensitive information is wrapped up and your crypto accounts are secured and locked up as well, you guys. So overall, you guys, that's going to be pretty much do it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up, you guys. But again, before you guys leave, don't forget to follow me on Twitter here with the link in the video description down below the video. And also, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and take a minute to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos or chatting with me here on Twitter.